Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So friends, on a Tuesday when I am recording this video, we will talk on this upcoming transit of planet Mars. So Mars, which is currently transiting in the Scorpio sign, on December 7th, Mars will make its next move in the transit and it will enter the Sagittarius sign, and from December 7th till January 16th, Mars is going to be transiting in the Sagittarius sign. So friends, this transit is very auspicious in so many different ways. See, just because through this transit, Mars is going to be forming a connection with the transiting Jupiter and Saturn, because we know that Mars has got additional aspect as well. So from the Sagittarius sign, Mars will give its fourth aspect to the planet Saturn, which is transiting in the Pisces. It will give its straight aspect to the planet Jupiter as well. Like rather I would say, Mars is going to get benefited because of the straight aspect from the planet Jupiter, which is currently transiting in the Gemini sign. And then through its eighth aspect, it will influence the matters of the Cancer sign. So friends, obviously if Mars is active in your Antardasha, in your Mahadasha, this transit will be important for you. If you are a Aries rising, you are a Scorpio rising, or for the Cancer and the Leo people as well, Mars is an important planet, then also this transit is important for you. Or let's say for example, you are very injury prone, you are going through some lawsuit related concern, anything to do with the competition, like during this time you have to write any competitive exam, or anything to do with the matters of the credit, loans, issues with the friends, with the brothers. So Mars's movement in the transit somehow plays a very integral role. And friends, this combination with the planet Saturn and the Jupiter can be looked at in this way that, see, Saturn has a lot to do with the reality check, living in the reality. Jupiter has to do with the auspicious beginnings or opportunities. And with Mars being in the Sagittarius sign, I can assure you friends that during this time, whatever sudden development which will happen in your life, you can be assured that somehow luck or divine blessing or grace might be working, because with this kind of combination with Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, and that too in the original Kalpurush zodiac sign, Sagittarius, which in itself represents the blessing. So I would say that you have to look forward to this transit, and we all are lucky that we will be starting the new year with planets being in such a perfect alignment, like Mars, Jupiter, Saturn in combination with each other. And obviously friends, like just because there have been war clouds like over like this Venezuela and the US situation, so how it is going to be impacting when it comes down to the mundane astrology, Madani Jyotish, we will have our separate discussion on that. There has been this recent incident of that fire in the Hong Kong high-rise buildings and all. So generally when Mars is in the Scorpio, is in such a tumultuous kind of combination, it gives rise to these kind of situation. Yeah, like even last week when I was in that meditation retreat, even we prayed for the peace and healing of those people who got affected because of that fire and all those flood which came in the South Asia. So okay friends, now we will start our discussion. Briefly we will look at that based on your rising sign, what to expect with this transit of Mars in the Sagittarius sign. Also friends, because if you will go by the classics, over there it has been mentioned, because in the classics majority of the transit results have been explained from the moon. So it has been explained that if Mars is going to be transiting third from your natal moon, sixth from your natal moon, or 11th from your natal moon, this is considered as good. But in general as well, and that is the only reason we are having this customized discussion, that there is a specific role which Mars plays in all of our lives. People have this wrong interpretation, like when it comes down to the female's chart. Like I remember last year when I was in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, I even did a podcast with a very senior teaching faculty of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and I asked him in the podcast that, sir, like how about the Manglik dosh, or if a woman who's going to have like Mars being in the 8th house, typical Mangal dosha, or Mars being in the 7th house. So then he said that Mars in a woman's chart represents the Mangalya Sthan, the house of the auspiciousness. So when it comes down to Mars, you have to take it with a pinch of salt. And it is open to many customized interpretation. So okay friends, and generally when we talk about the remedial part, so the best remedy for the planet Mars is first of all discipline, and second is devotion to Lord Hanuman, Lord Subramaniam is considered as very good. And be assured friends, if during this time, in this period of time, if you will be undertaking any travel, any pilgrimage, you will organize any anushthan, so that is going to be for your good. And also friends, I always say whenever it comes down to the topic of the anushthan and all, so I keep on getting these comments on my YouTube channel. Like recently someone commented that, hey Nipun, can I look forward to getting married? I'm a very independent, strong woman, and I do not know men can handle that, or why I'm not able to find the match. So again, in these kind of situation, first of all, you have to be patient with your divine timing, what universe has written for you. And second thing is that what you can do to ensure things happen, daily japa. And if even after that, like if your dasha is promising it, transit is promising it, even if after that something is not happening and every year you're being hopeful, then I would say that you're not best utilizing the knowledge of astrology. Then you need to do some remedy. A proper ritual, anushthan needs to be done to give power to that planet. And see, when we talk about like Saturn could delay, Rahu and Ketu can create that karmic blockages. But when we talk about planets like Mars, like if Mars happened to be your 7th lord, Mars happened to be your 10th lord, and your concerns are around that house, the house which Mars rules, so through devotion, through chanting, through ritual, results can be acquired. Mars does not delay as much as Saturn or like Rahu Ketu can do. So yes friends, on this note, now we will briefly look at that for all the rising signs, how it is going to be impacting you. So when we talk about the Aries rising natives, so friends, in your case Mars happened to be your ascendant lord, and with this entry of Mars in your 9th house, so 9th house is the house of the luck, activation of the fortune, and in the alignment in which this transit is happening, like with Jupiter giving its 7th aspect, Mars looking at the planet Saturn which happened to be your 10th lord, so expect some fortunate events in your life and count your blessing if you're also running some favorable dasha, or in this period of time you have to take any important decision. This could be any decision connected to buying a property, starting the visa process, applying for a foreign university, getting into matrimonial bond. So if you are in that crossroad in the life where you have to take any important decision, any new beginnings, so I would say that stars are going to be very supportive, omens are going to be very supportive for you. And we generally say for the Aries Lagna, like devotion to like Lord Kal Bhairava, Lord Shiva, Lord Hanuman, always tend to remain very supportive for them, for their planets, for their natal alignments. And now friends, so first of all, to begin with, because of the support of the destiny, blessing and luck, many things can activate during this time, because there is a perfect harmony which is happening, where your 5th lord, where your 9th lord, 10th 11th lord, somehow they all are making a combination. So any new development beginnings happen during this time, that is going to be straight away blessing from the heavens, from the guru, from the ancestors. That's all what I can say. And along with that friends, just try to maintain cordial relationship with your father. Mars is a heated planet. In the 9th house, it might give some sort of argument with the father, especially till the time Sun would not have entered in the 9th house, because Sun for the brief period of time is going to be transiting in the 8th house. Along with that friends, Mars gave its 4th aspect to your 12th house where Saturn is transiting, and with 8th aspect it is also looking at your 4th house. So that means any of the concerns of selling your property, any of the concerns of change in the residence will prove out to be fortune awakening for you if it will happen during this time. And lastly friends, like because Mars and Jupiter are like aspecting each other, so that also tells about some new auspicious beginning can happen during this time. If you are expecting a employment letter, confirmation offer letter, so during this time it can happen. So a very good transit for the Aries Lagna natives. Now friends, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so friends, for the Taurus Lagna natives, Mars becomes your 12th lord and the 7th lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 8th house. So that goes without any saying, friends. First of all, I need to give you the cautionary message that be mindful of your health during this time. Especially this is a transit which can make someone injury prone. So injury prone, and being mindful if you drive and all, or if you like ride a bike and all, so wear proper safety gear. That will be very important for you. Second thing is that see, the thing is with Mars being transiting in the 8th house, and Mars and Jupiter aspecting each other, so this can open a new chapter in the situation of the joint resources, any paternal ancestral property dispute. Over there, some new beginnings or things will work in your favor. Omens will support you. There's a strong possibility of that, because Jupiter is the significator of the second house. Saturn is also considered as very strong in the 11th house, which happened to be a yoga karak planet. So that in itself tells about that, yes, when we especially talk about from the point of view of gains in the joint resources, sudden financial opportunity, passive income opportunity can materialize during this time. If you're already working in the business connected with the 8th house, occult, insurance, research, very good news for you. The kind of transit Venus is going through right now, it can stimulate the desires too much, the physical, the carnal desires, passion. So in this, like, it can trigger some sudden attraction in the matters of the courtship. So nothing wrong in that, because Jupiter is aspecting this Mars. I'm not seeing you being led in a wrong direction, but yes, attraction, passion is going to be very strong. Now friends, from over here, Mars is giving its aspect to some very good houses. Mars is the significator of the 3rd house. Mars is looking at your 2nd house as well. So I would say that because of your courage, you are going to be invincible, especially in the situation where you have to claim what is rightfully yours. So regarding that, it is considered as good sign. The only one vulnerability which I can see for the Taurus Lagna native is that the being injury prone, being accident prone, injury prone, and obviously friends, that can only happen if in your natal chart, in your birth chart, you have those alignments, and which is also being activated in the running dasha. Then you have to be additionally cautious and careful. But overall, there is going to be spike in the joint resources income, or for many people, sudden financial business opportunity. Now friends, when we talk about the Gemini, so for the Gemini Lagna, Mars is not a very good planet for you friends, and now Mars is going to be transiting in your 7th house. So friends, this is a typical energy of aggression in the relationship. Now again, with this kind of combination, because Jupiter is already transiting in your 1st house, giving its aspect to the Mars in the 7th house. Saturn is already there in the 10th house. Mars is going to be aspecting it. So there is a mutual kind of aspect between Mars and the planet Saturn. So I would say that even in the matters of the partnership, alliance, relationship, there's going to be very quick surge in the energy, where the mutual interest and the life path will play a very important role. So like for example, someone who is meant to be aligned with your life path, that person will stay. And with some people, it might be a time of parting ways or getting separated in the relationship. So that is the kind of energy getting generated. But one thing is for sure, whatever is happening right now in the domains of your relationship, it is happening for your good. So because Saturn in the 10th house shows us the path meant for us. Jupiter in the 1st house, it means omens and the blessings guide us. So that's all what I can say. It is making you slightly conflicts, arguments prone in the matters of the relationship. So that is one area where you have to be careful. And along with that friends, when we talk about, because Mars happened to be your 11th lord and the 6th lord as well. So for any competitive situation, it might be supportive for you. If you are bidding for any contract, any tender and all, so over there as well, it is going to be much supportive for you. When we talk about the matters of the desires, so yes, just don't be too quick to express yourself, or sometimes when people mistake the attraction as the true love and all. So because Mars is a very planet of quick action, so over there you have to be cautious and careful. And yes friends, just in the matters of your business, be a recipient of the development taking place, rather than thinking about to be in the driver's seat. See, with Mars, we always say that you have to take the action, but sometimes you have to take action on the situation which life is bringing to you. So you have to do your karma only in the situation which life is bringing to you, because it's a perfect alignment for you only if you are intuitive enough to understand it, acknowledge it. Jupiter in the first house about the omens, guiding us for our life, and Saturn showing us the path meant for us. So it's a very supportive time if utilized well. Mars's 8th aspect is always very harsh. So be mindful of not very harsh in your speech or while dealing with your immediate family members. Now friends, for the Cancer Lagna. So for the Cancer Lagna, Mars is an important auspicious planet for you. So Mars is going to be now entering in your 6th house. So if you are a student, you have to write any competitive exam, a very supportive time for you. If you have been trusted for some important responsibility and some important event, and that event has to happen, and you are the head of the security execution of the event, so high possibility you will be able to do your job in a very efficient kind of way. And friends, just because Mars is a good planet for you, and right now the way energies are aligned, because Saturn being in the night, see, the thing is 9th house and 12th house are the houses of the blessing and the grace. So Jupiter being in one house, in the 12th house now, retrograde, the moksha sthana, the hidden invisible psychic realm, and 9th house is the house of the actual blessing where Saturn is placed. So during this time, in the situation of the conflict and competitive kind of situation, there is a high possibility luck and omens are going to be by your side. So let's say, for example, if life has put you in a situation where you have to face a very fierce competition, so don't let yourself be overwhelmed by the prowess or might of your competitor, because again, the way we say, one who is supported by the divinity and being chosen by the gods and supported by the luck, that person cannot be defeated. That's what we learn from the Mahabharata. So even if the Kauravas were powerful in terms of their military prowess, all the blessings and the boons they have had, but they sided with the adharma. So they got defeated by the Pandavas, who have comparatively very smaller strength in the military, and the only thing which they have had is dharma with them and Lord Krishna with them. So that's all what I can say for the competitive situation. In the matters of the job, service, it is going to be beneficial time for you. It's just like that, friends. Mars can give a blood related situation, concerns, high blood pressure and all. And yes, even with the 6th house, it is going to be supportive for you in the matters of the credit, loan and all. So if during this time you're already securing to or trying to get any loan approved from the market, or any credit or loan get approved from the banks and all, so over there stars are going to be much supportive for you. Again friends, with Mars being your 5th lord going in the 6th house, in the matters of the relationship, especially with your romantic matters and all, just try not to be very controlling, very possessive. That's what I want to say, because that can lead to questioning and doubts and fights, and even many people are going to be too controlling when it comes down to like if you are a parent towards your children, the control and the grip and the command, the domination might be a concern which your children might not take it very well. So be very mindful over there. But yes friends, when we talk about in the matters of your job, your daily life, your daily routine, I am seeing a thrust of energy going over there, and which is very well supported by Saturn, by Jupiter, by other planets as well. Now again friends, because Mars's 8th aspect is not considered as very good, it is going to be looking at your 1st house. That is the only reason I gave this a warning, that keep your blood pressure in check. It will also make you slightly injury prone and all. So be very mindful. If you're also running the similar dasha indicating the same thing, so do the Hanuman Chalisa, recite the Bajrang Baan. That will be very important for you. And if your income is connected with the dispute, you're working as a lawyer, you're working as a doctor in the hospitals and all, in the security forces and all, so very beneficial time for those people. There will be some movement which is for sure is meant to happen in your job front. some movement, because 10th lord, your Karak planet being in the 6th house, and the way it is being supported by Jupiter and Saturn, some development, some movement is bound to happen. Now friends, for the Leo Lagna, so for the Leo rising, Mars happen to be your Karak planet as well, and it is going to be transiting in your 5th house. So friends, yes, we say that your prowess, your magnetism, your authority will get empowered with this entry, and the way it is being aspected by other planets. So I would say that the Leo Lagna natives will have all the cards and the right mindset to get into any competitive situation or take very right decision, because 5th house has a say over our thoughts, our judgment, our counseling, consulting power. We generally see from the 5th house. Whenever people talk about what could be the combination for becoming a good astrologer, 8th house is the house of the occult. But for an astrologer, after studying everything, it's your capability to give the right piece of advice. So advisory skill generally comes from the 5th house. So yes friends, if you are an athlete, you are an artist, anything to do with even in the matters of romantic love affairs, it is going to be a very supportive time. So even for the students, I'm seeing that with like Mercury very soon heading towards your like 5th house, Jupiter already giving its aspect, so majority of the avenues, areas of the 5th house are in your favor. Also anything to do with the land deal, anything to do with securing a loan, or being well supported by the friends, by your brothers, favors from important people, in majority of the venues, stars seems to be very supportive for you. So if you're connected with the government, or during this time from December 7th till January 16th, if you have to take any important decision, so looks like stars and omens are going to be supportive for you. Now friends, from over here, Mars is going to be giving its 4th aspect to the planet Saturn as well in your 8th house. So again friends, this is a kind of a, see, a lot of the situations in the life can be resolved through peace, diplomacy, but this is a kind of a combination which makes someone hard bent on, like, you know, going the legal way, going the way of the domination. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing, that if you're already amidst any dispute, if you're already amidst any lawsuit, any divorce or paternal property dispute and all, so it could slightly make you aggressive and non-negotiable, that okay, I just want to get back and settle the score. So that mindset needs to be avoided. That's my personal recommendation. I am a peaceful person, and that's what I always recommend people. If you're running a very supportive, favorable dasha, much better use it for your growth rather than just, you know, decimating your enemies. That is one area where but it will work in your favor. It's not like you're being overwhelmed, but rather it is working in your favor. The 4th aspect is giving that information. The straight aspect, friends, is a very good news that many auspicious things can materialize during this time. Some auspicious event, the Mangal event, can happen during this time in the family life, so that's very supportive. The 8th aspect of the planet Mars will also like people will be able to destroy and the hidden enemies will be exposed, and a very good time for the investments as well. Now friends, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna, so friends, for the Virgo Lagna, Mars is not a very good planet for you, and now Mars is going to be transiting in your 4th house. So friends, we generally say this thing, that if you're working as a professional realtor, it might be slightly beneficial time for you. For the professional realtor, people connected with the politics and all, it actually gives you that level of inner drive and motivation, and the way other planets are supporting it, like Mars giving its 4th aspect to the Saturn giving its 10th aspect, Jupiter also giving its aspect. So this is actually going to be the time when omens will support you, especially if you are in a stage where you have to lay foundation to something in your business, like you are about to launch a new product or lay foundation to a new company, registering a new office, the opening of a new brand or a new branch is going to happen during this time. So stars are going to be much supportive in that kind of situation. The way I'm seeing, friends, that because of the support of the friends and some important people, so favors, goodwill will play a very significant role during this time. So this is a kind of a transit which will make you secure and stable with a strong impact in your professional endeavors. Many things which have been long like have been for long in a planning phase will reach the execution and final implementation stage during this phase. Mars will ensure that. Again friends, the only vulnerability comes like for example the blood pressure and all. You have to be watchful of that. Give good attention to the well-being of the mother. And we generally say within the domestic life there will be a lot of the heated energy. So if you are already going through some family dispute, so then it can aggravate things. So just be mindful over there. Utilize this surge of energy, this fire, for your career goals, for your wish fulfillment, rather than getting into conflicts and troubling yourself. Because whatever happens from the 4th house, it has got a strong say over our overall well-being. Like, you know, there are like those people who are always at peace, the way life is moving on, and they're like those people who are always unsettled, insecure, always like trying to get to one thing from another thing, so unstable. So for many people, if your running dashas are not very supportive, it can slightly make you unstable. So just be very mindful over there. But overall friends, in terms of your career, your public image, your command over the masses, exertion of the authority in any land property related deals, it is going to be supportive time for you. Now friends, when we yes, because Mars is giving its 4th aspect to your 7th house, so this is also indicating that for many people who are like in conversation, in talks for any arranged marriage, like, you know, sometimes what happens is that things are not taking a positive turn. Like both of the families have been conversing for long but not able to come up with a date or finalize the thing. So this is that kind of finalizing kind of transit, where this could be in the matters of the business, or this could be even in the marriage matrimonial talks. It will reach the final execution and the final confirmation kind of dates, where you are now talking about the final wedding date or final business launch date. So this is what it is indicating. The 4th aspect, straight aspect, and the 8th aspect, it's supportive for you. I would not say that this is a transit for relocation. I would say wherever you are, it will ground you, it will stabilize you over there. Now friends, when we talk about the Libra Lagna, so friends, for the Libra Lagna, Mars is an important planet for you, the 7th lord and the 2nd lord. So yeah, it is a Maraka planet for you, but when we talk about the commercial gains and the monetary gains, Mars plays a very significant role over there. And friends, I can assure you, for the Libra Lagna especially, see, you have to be spiritually intuitive enough to understand that whatever new development will happen in your life in this phase, it is going to be straight away blessing, grace, and the divine gifts coming to you. Because from over here, we generally say 3rd house is the house of our courage, efforts, initiatives, like, you know, the day when you will receive a confirmation letter, that visa thing, that news, good news. So 3rd house always plays a very significant role over there. In the modern day times, we have restricted it to social media communication, but generally the news, the sandesh, the message which comes, it comes from the 3rd house. And the way Jupiter is aspecting it, the way it is also giving its 4th aspect to the planet Saturn. So for something for which you have been long struggling, working hard, you have been chasing, pursuing something for long, and you have been struggling over there, you need that nudge of the luck, and you want to move things in your career, and whatever news you are awaiting, it is going to have a straight impact in your professional life, in your status, reputation, so that can materialize. So the way Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, they all are forming a combination. Also friends, like, because Mars happened to be your 2nd and the 7th lord, so any of those important decision which you are contemplating in the matters of your finances, your family, your business, this is the right time for that. Like, I would say that there couldn't be a better time than this. The way Mars is in complete combination with other planets, the planet of the destiny, the planet of the blessing, being perfectly aligned. Saturn is the significator of the 6th house. Jupiter is the significator of the 9th house. Mars is the significator of the 3rd house. What else do you need? So it is a very supportive time, friends. I would not say that it will create conflict with the brother and the siblings, because Mars is significator of the 3rd house. Libra is a responsible sign. So Libra is a trusted, responsible sign, very social sign. And Sagittarius also has got a lot of the like righteous qualities. So yes, if in any situation or capacity you are in need of support, like support of the friends, of your neighbors, of resources. So you will be able to muster up good support from people around you for the things which you're trying to execute, the things which you're trying to achieve during this time. So yes friends, it hardly matters whether you're working in the sales, media, marketing, working as a in a travel industry, working as a designer, you work in a skill based profession. Overall, it's a very supportive time. And I generally advise, see, when people book their astrological reading with me, see friends, gone those days when we used to go for astrologers for the prophecy. Now no one is doing it like the way that I am like a proper Sanatan, like a priest and all. I also have a part-time job, I also do other things. So I mean to say, those were the times. Now if you approach an astrologer for a reading, so discuss the plan that okay, I am trying to do this thing in this dasha, is it well suited, or what best can I do to extract the best result in my this running time period, this running transit and all. So astrology has to be used for the planning rather than just going to an astrologer and just expecting a prophecy. For that you go to the Gurukul. Astrology is mathematics, there is research, there is divinity, but it has to be adapted in a way that what is the best action meant for me in this running time, in this astrological transits. That's how you'll be best rewarded. Some reward comes soon, some comes with passage of time, but if you have sown the right seed at the right time, it will grow, it will bear the fruits, it will give you the fruits. So that's all what I'm trying to say, that in this alignment, whatever you will initiate, it will be auspicious and well supported by the omens. So yes friends, and the fourth aspect will support you in any lawsuit, competitive situation. The straight aspect is very supportive for any travels, anything to do with the visa, immigration, foreign affairs related matters. And the eighth aspect hold this capacity to transform things in your favor at your career front. So overall, a very supportive transit for the Libra Lagna. Now friends, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, so friends, for the Scorpio Lagna, Mars becomes your ascendant lord, so that means its transit will definitely have a major impact and say, and it is going to be entering in your second house. So expect a major revamp in the matters of your finances. And again friends, Mars is also like is the Hindi name is Mangal, the Mangal we generally attach with the planet Mars. So high possibility of some auspicious event, some celebration, get together with family, that possibility is there. See, now you would say that Mars is a planet of the aggression, it's not like Jupiter. Why you are saying this thing? See, because it is your ascendant lord. And I'm blending things because the way Jupiter is aspecting it, Saturn is aspecting it, it's in the Sagittarius sign. So good possibility of extracting the positive result out of it. Yes, when we talk about the planet Mars, it can give behavioral flaws as well. So your speech could be slightly harsh. That is the one area where you have to be careful. But when we generally talk about gains in the matters of finances or connected to your finances, you have to take any important decision. Over there, life will support you. And if you are in a family business, your income is connected with, you are a like an arms dealer, because see, when I say the arms dealer, it looks like a very derogatory term, like in terms of ethical, non-ethical, but there have been those people who get the license and doing it professionally in US, in the West. So I mean to say, if your income is connected with the arms, the weapons, building material, construction, you're working as a professional realtor, during this time only you want to lay foundation to the documentation work for acquisition of new property, new apartment. So stars are going to be very supportive for that. It's just like that when it comes down to the behavioral flaws of aggression, foul speech, being impulsive, those are the areas where you have to be careful. But yes friends, Jupiter is expecting it, high possibility that if you're already going through some lawsuit, dispute, and some compensation needs to be paid, some passive income is awaited, or some payment has been blocked, so that can be claimed during this time with this entry of Mars in your second house. But I'm very hopeful, I'm very positive that some positive news and development will happen in your family life, in your financial portfolio. And friends, the way this whole combination is there with Saturn and with the Jupiter, so I would say that whatever new development will happen in your life, count it as a divine blessing, ancestral blessing. That's all what I can say. So yes friends, the fourth aspect of the planet Mars goes to your fifth house. Very supportive time for the artist, for the creative people, those who work as an advisor, counselor, in the fields of the education. It's a very supportive time. The straight aspect of the planet Mars looks at Jupiter in the 8th house. I already mentioned this thing. It's a very good supportive time for earning and getting some ancestral income or side hustle income. It's very supportive for that. Even if you're like working as a surgeon, as a doctor, as a researcher, it's a supportive time. And friends, the 8th aspect will look at your 9th house. So this transit hold this capacity to transform things in your favor, like being supported by the luck. Sudden transformation in the matters of the family finance situation can happen. Now friends, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna, so friends, the Sagittarius Lagna, in their case, you can see that Mars is now going to be transiting in your first house. So friends, I'm sure like for Sagittarius Lagna natives, things lately have not been very smooth, very easy, because hosting too many planets in the 12th house is not a very easy energy. And right at that time, during that time, Jupiter was also transiting in your 8th house. So I'm sure that Sagittarius Lagna native would have dealt with a lot of the backstabbing, betrayal, people like rooting against you, plotting things behind your back, and slightly being injury prone, anxiety prone. So now things are much more in control and command. See, one thing is for sure, whenever Mars is transiting from the first house, we always say that guard yourself, especially from injuries and all. Like if you ride, you bike around, so wear a proper safety gear. That will become very important. Now friends, in your case, because Mars happened to be your 5th lord as well, so I would say that if you are a student, you are an artist, during this time only you have to perform, you have to appear in any competitive situation, stars will support you. Along with that friends, because the way from the first house, Mars is receiving the aspect from the planet Jupiter as well. High possibility this can initiate the matrimonial talks and conversations as well. So like for those people who are like arranged marriage seeker, so this can initiate those kind of talks as well. Or even in the matters of the business, you will have that kind of confidence, conviction to perform well in any business, commercial kind of activity. For example, you have been trusted for some important project and there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulder, so you will be able to perform very well, do justice to that. And yes friends, because Mars giving aspect to the Saturn giving its aspect back, so that also tells about that during this time, if you have to initiate any land or property related process, so over there as well, stars are supportive. See, we generally say this thing that when Mars and Saturn form this kind of combination, this is going to be the time when we are competitive, where it supports people who are in the tech sector. It is also very good time for laying foundation to things which brings stability, security in our life. So this is that nature of transit. If your income is connected with the foreign land, or you are working as a diplomat, as an ambassador in a foreign country, so in all those kind of cases, stars are very supportive for you. But primarily friends, because 5th house represents your mind, your decision making, so lately from the past couple of weeks, your mind was filled with too much with being in a defensive mode, safeguarding your interest, dealing with the plotting, dealing with people who are envious of you. But now your mind is going to be in the right perspective, because Mars now is going to be transiting in your 1st house, and all the significator qualities of the Mars, like this could be brothers, this could be friends, this could be credit, this could be loan, this could be your own confidence, courage, everything will be very supportive, will work harmoniously in your favor. So overall, a supportive transit for the Sagittarius Lagna, and for many people this will also stimulate your physical life as well. I mean to say, now you want to go to gym, regular to workouts, going for a jogging, running and all. So it will generally, Mars whenever it is transiting from the 1st house, it makes us physically active. It is your 5th lord, so the sporting activities, sporting events, so all of that can be anticipated. And yes friends, just the 8th aspect of the planet Mars is going to be looking at your 8th house. So in a way, Mars is looking both the 7th house and the 8th house. So just because Jupiter is there in the 7th house, so it's not troublesome for your relationship with the partner, although because 7th lord is still in the 8th house, so 12th house. Till the time the 7th lord does not come out of the 12th house, there is going to be slight vulnerability, but overall it's a supportive time. For certain people, if you have some love-hate relationship with your in-laws, over there you have to be cautious, careful, but overall a supportive transit. Now friends, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so friends, for the Capricorn Lagna natives, you know this thing that Mars becomes your 11th lord and the 4th lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 12th house. So yes friends, this is going to be the time when like, see, for sure, just because with this entry of Mars in your 12th house, it is in combination with many other planets, like with the planet Saturn, with the planet Jupiter. So I would say that if you are trying to achieve something during this phase, like this could be a case that you have been put forth in a posting, in a job posting where the environment is very hostile. See, you have to first of all understand, when we talk about getting things from malefic planets like Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu. So when it comes down to Rahu and Ketu, it's all the beating of the luck, the destiny, which you have to endure patiently. When it comes down to Saturn, you have to be patient. When it comes down to Mars, you have to fight. So I mean to say, because if life will put you in a situation where you have to be in a very hostile environment, so the planetary vibration will give you the right strength, right defense mechanism for sure. If your income is connected with a foreign land, or during this time you have to undertake any travel, like many businessmen, they travel to the foreign country to finalize the vendor, to finalize the deal. So if during this time you have to undertake any travel, so stars will be very supportive for you. Along with that, it is your 4th lord, and during this time, all those people who will change their residence, any change in your living situation, if it will happen for your good, for sure. So yes friends, these are the couple of things which I want to highlight. But yes, whenever Mars transit from the 12th house, see, the thing is, just don't overdo on the indulgences, like too much indulgences in the sexual activity, in the partying, in the alcohol, like staying up whole night, drinking, smoking. So in all these kind of activities, you have to be slightly mindful. And let's say, for example, if you are in a very strong leadership, authoritative role, so stars will support you during this time. If you will undertake any travel with any specific objective or goals in the mind, you will perform well. You will make a good deal, and you will perform also very well in any hostile environment. I can say that for sure. Yes friends, it's just like that. And also, if you have any, because Jupiter aspecting it, Saturn aspecting it, so if you have any surgical procedure done during this time, any operation, any surgical procedure, that will also work out in your favor. Not to worry about that. Expenses could be slightly high, so just be very mindful over there. And yeah friends, from over here, the houses which Mars is giving its aspect, it has everything to do with the competition, efforts, other people, collaboration. So overall, this is a very combative transit for you. Make the best use out of it. All what I can say, omens are supporting you. You will not be a victim of the omens or luck did not support you. Omens are supporting you. All what is required is courage, fearlessness and efforts. Now friends, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so friends, for the Aquarius Lagna natives, finally a very good transit for you. And I would say that the Aquarius Lagna natives are very lucky, very fortunate. You will start the year on a very good transit and a planetary alignment. So, and again friends, I have been saying this thing that the Hindi translation for the planet Mars is Mangal, means auspiciousness in the life. And the houses which Mars rules for you, Mars is your 10th lord and the 3rd lord. And because of the way it is being supported by other planets, like the planet of blessing, which is Jupiter, which is placed in a very good house, and Saturn is your ascendant lord. So whatever development will happen in your life, this is not because of your efforts or your hustle, it's all purely because of the blessing or the grace. So because of the blessing, some important development can happen in the domain of your career, your public image, which will enhance your reputation. Also, anything which you have been specifically pushing, pursuing, or trying to execute, implement, this time it can happen. I always say third house has been labeled as a house of the communication, social media, but whenever we hear a good news, third house plays a, see, this whole axis, third house and a ninth house, plays very significant role. The day when you receive that confirmation that you passed that exam, or your visa has been approved, or you have been approved for something, all that good news generally comes from the third house. Our efforts are seen from the third house. Again friends, I will not go by this bookish definition that this planet is good for this lagna, this planet is bad for that lagna. If a Aquarius lagna want to create a difference in their career with their own self-initiated efforts, you have an entrepreneurial dream, you want to start up or make a brand and do something completely because of your own struggle, your own efforts, Mars will grant you that, because it is your third lord and the 10th lord. So yes, many auspicious beginnings, work can get executed. Again friends, the way I always say, don't approach astrology as just a science of the prophecy. It's not like that, just because I have said that, so now you have to be relaxed that it will happen. Rather use it in your advantage, that if there have been some long plans and options in your mind going on in your subconsciousness, this is the time to take the chance, execute it, and you never know where things will click for you, because omens are supporting you. That's all what I can say. So yes friends, all the significator qualities of the Mars, loan, support from the brother and the friends, land, property related matters, all these will be very much supportive for you. And yes friends, because Jupiter is also giving its aspect, so divine blessing is going to be by your side. Some auspicious news can be expected during this time. Now friends, from over here, Mars gives its fourth aspect to the Saturn in the second house, a very good time for some major lifetime investments, major movement of the money, decision around the life, impacting your whole life. It's a very supportive time for that. Very supportive time for the students as well, like Mars giving its aspect to the fifth house, success in the love affairs, and also in any competitive situation you will have the final say. And lastly friends, for the Pisces lagna, so friends, for the Pisces lagna, Mars becomes a very important planet. It is your ninth lord, it is your second lord, and now it is going to be transiting in your 10th house. Mars is generally seen as a significator of the 10th house as well. Mars is considered as very powerful over here. And friends, what is making this transit very auspicious for you is because Jupiter, your ascendant lord, is aspecting it. Saturn is also aspecting it. So expect some major ascension in your career related matters. I always say, don't take astrology just as a science of the prophecy. Use it in your advantage, that okay, this is how the planets are aligned. So now if I will take step in this direction, I might be blessed, I might remain lucky, and things will work out. So this is what the kind of alignment you will be blessed with right now. So friends, success in the land or property related matters, success in the travels, in the foreign affair related matters, those who are a strong candidate for any promotion and all, so stars will support you. And again friends, when we talk about the planet Mars being in the 10th house, so the reputation which comes from the planet Mars, that comes because of our courage, our fearlessness, our capacity to take a stand in the life. So that is how it is going to be I would say that influencing you. And yes friends, because Mars happened to be your second lord as well, so if you are planning to invest a major chunk of money in any specific business venture, so stars will support you, I can say that for sure. And those who are in a family business, those who are freelance, self-employed, working in the fields of the travels, motivation, banking, finance, working as a coach, it's overall a very supportive time for them. So yes friends, you will start the year with too many planets concentrated in your 10th house. So all what I can advise to the Pisces lagna native is that just have a clear vision regarding your professional goals for this year, because the omens are very supportive for you. And we generally say that whenever Saturn is transiting from the first house, it makes the health slightly vulnerable, and it makes us subjected to the public criticism. But many people grow, lay foundation, being considered for important portfolio position when Saturn transit from the first house. And it's going to be like this for the whole year. So that means you hold a lot of a lot of the golden time is there waiting for you for ascension in the career related matters. That's all what I can say. And any development happen during this time, don't get mistaken that it's your own efforts which reap fruits. It's all purely because of the blessing and the grace, because Jupiter is expecting it, a combination with the planet Saturn. So overall very supportive for you. So friends, Mars Saturn forming a combination from the 10th house and the first house. So be mindful of protecting your head area. If you do a lot of the biking and all, you're running a dasha which is making you injury prone, so then you have to be careful. Mars give its straight aspect to the 4th house. See, it is good for the professional realtors, but still, like, Mars's impact in the domestic life, family life, is like sometimes it can be troublesome, like concerns of anger, aggression in the family life. So just be bit controlled over there. And the 8th aspect of the planet Mars will influence your 5th house. So that also tells about your capacity to transform things in your profession during this time is going to be very strong, very high. So yes friends, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.